How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. We're growing every day. You get more than just One Piece around here. There's Jujutsu Kaisen, plenty of other manga, so go check out the channel and leave your comments down below. I love hearing what everybody has to say, and I respond to pretty much everybody. So, getting right into it, we got chapter 1024 today, so you know it's a good day. So, starting off, we start off with a bang, and it's an absolutely hilarious bang. These people from the Beast Pirates are sitting here thinking that Usopp is knocking them all out with Conqueror's Haki, and Usopp's just up there loving it. They're making up the lies for him, so now all he has to do is go along with it like, yeah, it's normal for people with a weak will to not be able to stand up in front of me. Alright, in all honesty, this is just Big Mom's Conqueror's Haki echoing through Onigashima and knocking out a bunch of people that aren't even around her fight, which is extremely impressive for Big Mom's Conqueror's Haki usage. Like, that's kind of nuts, actually. But anyway, that was super funny. And we have Franky and Nami communicating back and forth on a Den Mushi, trying to figure out what the hell is going on around here. So Franky says, the last thing I heard was Momonosuke over the loudspeaker. I don't know what's going on. But hey, no news is good news, right? Nami's not buying it, so she tells him to get downstairs if he's done with everything he's doing. So Franky ends up telling Sachi, Beppo, Penguin, whoever the hell's around from the Heart Pirates, he tells them don't let anybody through. Zoro and Sanji are trying to take care of the All-Stars right now. Real quick, why does somebody from the Heart Pirates that is not named Trafalgar D. Water Law talking back to a Straw Hat? You are one of the most useless crews in the New World. You guys get hard carried by your captain on a minute-to-minute basis. You guys are basically useless. Just listen to what the Cyborg has to say. I don't hate the Heart Pirates, but like I said, Law hard carries them consistently throughout the entire series. They've done basically nothing. Shut up and just listen to what somebody tells you to do. Let's be honest, we're in war times. We don't have no time for talking back. Just shut up and listen. You are like down here and Franky is like up here. Just stop, okay? So, enough dunking on the Heart Pirates, except for Law. We see the third floor and it's just awash in flames. And people are like, get out of here. We got to get to the live stage. We can't stay here anymore. There's too much fire. This is why Nami mentioned people are just flooding to the live stage. It's not because they have a plan or anything like this. People are just getting forced into one localized area because the surrounding battles are just too insane, or the entire castle's just on fire, so they all have to gather into one area, and it might make things a little screwy for the end of this fight. But anyway, we go through Brook. He's carrying Robin. He's trying to get a hold of Jinbei. Jinbei's trying to figure out what's going on. He doesn't know who's holding off Kaido right now. Everybody is just trying to get their bearings at the moment so they can figure out what the best plan is for the rest of the battle. After this, we end up going back up to the rooftop with Yamato and Kaido again. Yamato's throwing out ringing arrows, but Kaido just smacks away a ringing arrow like it's literally nothing and responds with a thunderous arrow, showing us that he's still that tier above her. Yamato can do what Kaido can do, it's a ringing arrow, not a thunderous, so yeah, we got that gap to go still. But anyway, Yamato's like, you're trying to kill me, aren't you? And Kaido's sitting there like, yeah, you're standing against me in a war. What do you expect, Yamato? Come on now. On top of this, being Odin is a pretty heavy burden. So Yamato's like, what's wrong with admiring him so much? And this is when we flash back to baby Yamato. Yes, Yamato flashback. I like this. This is good. Awesome. We pick up with Yamato being chained down in a cave, and Kaido's looking around, and he sees his subordinates lying on the ground foaming at the mouth, and he's asking Yamato if she did this. She says, I don't know. They just started falling down, and I'm gonna starve to death. Will you please just feed me? And at the start of this, Yamato is also going on about, I'm Odin, I'm Kozuki Odin. So Kaido mentions that, Conqueror's Haki, that's promising. But if you're Kozuki Odin, maybe it'd be better if you did die. So he's not holding anything back against his tiny little baby daughter. Not actual baby, but tiny, young. So he says, I'll give you another month to relax. And Yamato starts freaking out like, wait, aren't those wild samurai in here too? How can you do this to me? I'm your kid. Like, why would you do this? Kaido doesn't really care. He also says that the same will go for you samurai. He also mentions that he would like the great master swordsman of Wano to join his side. This is going along with more of the Shimotsuki stuff. We all know where this is going. So yeah, Yamato's also freaking out because Kaido leaves some food and some swords there and say, you can all fight over this. Yamato's freaking out thinking these samurai are gonna kill me. I'm the son of Kaido, the person that killed Oden. They must absolutely hate me. And Yamato is freaking out, literally thinks she's gonna die. And all of a sudden the plate of food gets slid in front of Yamato and they say, please eat. Samurai don't get hungry. Yamato, trying to think of herself as a samurai, as Kosuke Oden, is saying, but I'm starving. And they say, eat. You were born into quite the family, huh? So she says, thank you. I'll remember this bowl for the rest of my life. And so much of this part reminds me of Otama. Even Yamato looks a lot like Tama does. And I really do think it's supposed to make a connection there. And I think that little connection between the two of them is very wonderful, both the looks and being given this bowl of food when they're absolutely starving. And we get something pretty interesting. Yamato asks one of them who they are, and this man looks a lot like Zoro. Later in the chapter, we see he has a Shimotsuki thing on the back, and yeah, this is the person that shared the same style as Zoro, all of this stuff. And when Yamato asks him who he is, he says, I'm nobody important. Do you know what scene this reminds me of? This reminds me of Nothing Happened. Nothing happened, I'm nobody important. They both have the same air about them, that they are somebody important. Something did happen, but they don't care about the glory. They don't care about the respect that comes with what they've done or who they are. And I think that's a very subtle callback to Nothing Happened because it's not quite framed the same way. But I think it gives you kind of that same air about it. And I really enjoyed that because we are making all of these connections between Zoro and the Shimotsuki and all of this stuff lately. And I'm a huge Zoro fan, so yeah, that helps too. This was awesome. So this is when, out of nowhere, Yamato pulls out the logbook and was like, I want to read this, but the words are too big. So these three guys just get to read the logbook out of happen chance that they just happen to be stuck in the same cave as this tiny child. Lucky. I mean, not lucky because they probably died, but still. Not everybody gets to read that thing. So yeah, they all sit down and read this logbook together, figure out about this battle that is to come 20 years from now, and Yamato's so weak laying on the ground that they're standing there like, you're not going to make it to that battle if we stay here like this. So they all decide to bust open the opening to the cave, even though they know what's going to happen if they do that. They're going to get out, they're going to be killed. But they do it anyway so Yamato can carry Oden's will, their will, into the next generation, 20 years from now. So what can happen right now can happen. This is another moment that led to what is happening right now. You have to think about all the different things that have happened, that have been done by people, sacrifices that have been made, that have been able to allow us just to get to this moment at Onigashima. It's absolutely insane, the amount of sacrifice that has gone into just making this raid happen. It is crazy. It's insane how many people have suffered. But after they break Yamato out of the cave, we cut back to the present. And Yamato says, even I had people that believed in me, that accepted me. What right did you have to take my freedom, Wano's freedom, all of this? What right do you have? Kaido just simply responds with, there are no easy answers in this world. And we get a huge Thunder Bagua clash. End of chapter. That flashback was absolutely awesome for Yamato. Kind of rings back to Tama. Things kind of ring back to Zoro and Nothing Happened. They were continuing with his lineage. And yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. Awesome clash at the end. Always great to see Kaido and Yamato going at it. The stuff with Usopp was hilarious. Everybody running around created some funny moments. All in all, awesome chapter. I had a ton of fun reading this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like I said, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.